Anthropic just shipped Claude in Slack and the whole timeline is cheering the AI. Wrong story. If you're a solo founder or small team paying $18 a seat because your AI finally lives where you work, you're funding a feature that Slack can replicate in a week and shut off in a quarter. I'll show you the actual 4-step architecture behind Claude, why it costs $6 a month to self-host, and the platform trap that's about to eat every AI in Slack startup. I build these agent systems for clients every week on infrastructure they own. Let's start with what Claude actually is under the hood. Here's what Claude in Slack really is. When you strip the marketing, it's a webhook listener that fires when someone types the Claude mention. It fetches the last N messages from that thread using Slack's conversations directly's endpoint. It sends those messages past the system prompt to the Claude API. It posts the response back to the thread using chat.postMessage. That's it. 4 steps. About 40 lines of Python if you're being verbose. I've shipped this exact pattern for clients on Telegram, on email, on SMS, and on WhatsApp Business. The context window per thread is 40 messages. Storage is one SQLite table with 6 columns: thread ID, user ID, user ID, message, role, timestamp, token, count. Hosting is a $6 a month Hetzner VPS. Latency is 1.8 seconds at the 50th percentile using Haiku. Cost per 1,000 messages is 34 cents. Compare that to $18 per seat per month on Claude Team, and the math falls apart the second you have more than 2 users. Now here's the part nobody's saying out loud. Slack already has AI. Slack AI is $10 a seat, and it owns the surface. Anthropic is a tenant on Salesforce's platform. They negotiated OAuth access. They built on top of the events API, and they're paying the platform tax like every other Slack app. The moment Salesforce decides Slack AI agents ships natively, and that's coming in 2026 at the latest, Claude becomes a feature toggle in the admin panel. Not a product, a toggle. This is the same story we watch play out with every Zoom app, every Notion integration, every Shopify plugin that got absorbed once the platform saw the usage numbers. If your workflow depends on Anthropic keeping their seat at Slack's table, you don't have a workflow. You have a hostage situation. I built the same tag the AI where you work pattern 8 months ago on Telegram. Took a weekend. Reason it took a weekend and not a negotiation with $1 trillion platform is that Telegram's bot API is open. Anyone can register a bot, get a token, hit the send message endpoint. No OAuth gatekeeping, no revenue share, no risk that the platform decides to compete with you next quarter. Same pattern works on email using IMAP idle and SMTP. Same pattern works on SMS using Twilio. Same pattern works on WhatsApp using the Business API. All of them are protocols or open APIs. None of them can pull the rug. So here's the practical takeaway if you're running a small team and you want an AI teammate inside the tools you already use. Don't buy Claude for $18 a seat. Pick the channel your team actually lives in. And if that channel is Slack, fine, but understand you're renting. If it's Telegram, email, or SMS, you can build the same experience for the cost of a coffee per month, and you own the schema. Spin up a small VPS. Set up a webhook listener. Store thread context in SQLite or Postgres, whichever you already have. Call the Anthropic API directly with Haiku for triage and Sonnet for the harder replies. Add a summarization job at 40 messages so your context doesn't blow up. That's the whole system. It runs while you sleep, and it doesn't care what Salesforce ships next. Hot take. Anthropic just handed their distribution to a company that can replace them. The Claude launch is a marketing win and a strategic loss. The real winners are the SMBs who watch this play out, skip the seat licenses, and build on protocols nobody owns. The moat was never the model. The moat is where the conversation happens, and Slack owns that surface for the 50 million people on Slack. Meanwhile, there are 3 billion people on WhatsApp, 2 billion on email, and 1 billion on Telegram, all reachable with open APIs and no platform tax. If you want an AI teammate inside your team's actual workflow without the $18 seat license and without betting on whether Slack lets Anthropic keep breathing, head to BizflowAI.io and see the Telegram, email, and WhatsApp agents we ship for clients on infrastructure they own. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next teardown finds you before you sign a contract you'll regret. And if you've got a workflow you want automated on protocols nobody can shut off, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io.